Hi students, this is the second video of chapter number 1, Living World and Classification of Microbes. Next topic is classification of microbes. Among the living organisms, microorganisms are largest in number. So among all the living organisms, microorganisms are largest in number. Hence they are classified as follows. Microorganism, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes classify into bacteria, eukaryotes classify into protista, fungi and algae. With reference to the size of the microbes, remember 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 6 micrometer. This is the micrometer. 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 9 nanometer, nm. First one is bacteria. Size 1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. Bacteria are unicellular, independent, parasitic organisms. So bacteria are unicellular. Unicellular means only single cell are present. Independent and parasitic. Parasitic means they depend on other living organisms. Sometimes many bacteria together form a colonies, and sometimes many bacteria together form a colonies. Second one, bacterial cell is a prokaryotic cell with cell wall. Bacterial cell is a prokaryotic with cell wall. But distinct nucleus or cell organelles are absent. So in the bacteria, distinct nucleus and cell organelles are absent. Third one, they were reproduced by simple binary fission. So bacteria are reproduced by simple binary fission. Binary fission means in this process, the parent cell divides to form a two similar daughter cells. So binary fission means in this process, the parent cells divides to form two similar daughter cells. Fourth one, in favorable conditions, bacteria grow vigorously and can double their number in 20 minutes. In favorable condition means there is abundant food are present and the situations are good. So in favorable conditions, bacteria grow very vigorously. Vigorously means very fast and can double their number in 20 minutes. So here some bacteria, Coccus, Coccobacillus, Bacillus, Vibrio, that is the comma shape, and Spirillum. These all are the some bacteria. Second one is protozoa. Size approximately 200 micrometer. First one, protozoans are found in soil, fresh water and seawater. So protozoans are mainly found in soil, fresh water and seawater also. Some are found in the body of other organisms and are pathogenic. And some protozoa are found in the body of the other organisms and are pathogenic. Pathogenic means of a bacterium, virus or other microorganisms causing a disease. These are unicellular organisms with eukaryotic cell, and protozoans are unicellular organisms with eukaryotic cell. Third one, there is a great variation in the cell structure, organs of locomotion and modes of nutrition among protozoans. So there is a great variation in the cell structure, organs of locomotion. Locomotion means movement or ability to move, and mode of nutrition among protozoans. Fourth one, these organisms reproduce by simple cell division, and protozoans are reproduced by simple cell division. Examples of protozoa is amoeba, paramecium, free living in the dirty water. Entamoeba histolytica causes amoebiasis. Entamoeba histolytica causes amoebiasis. Amoebiasis means infection with amoebas, especially as causing dysentery. Plasmodium vivax causes malaria, and euglena are autotrophic. So this is the protozoa. Third one is fungi. Size approximately 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. First one, these are found on decaying organic matter and dead bodies of plants and animals. We are already studied in the first video. Fungi are found on the decaying organic matter and dead bodies of the plants and animals. These are eukaryotic organisms. Some are unicellular and other are visible with the naked eyes. So fungi are eukaryotic organisms. Some are unicellular and others are visible with the naked eyes. Naked eyes means with the open eyes. Saprotropic absorb their food from decaying organic matter. We are already discussed fungi are saprotropic. Saprotropic means they depend on the dead bodies of the plants and animals. Fourth one, they reproduce sexually and asexually by cell division or by budding. So fungi reproduce sexually and asexually by cell division or by budding. And the examples of fungi is Baker's yeast, Candida and mushroom. So this is the fungi. Fourth one is algae. Size approximately 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. First one is algae are aquatic, means algae are living in water. Aquatic means living in water. Second one, eukaryotic unicellular autotrophic organisms. So algae are eukaryotic unicellular autotrophic organism. Autotrophic means they can produce their own food. Photosynthesis is carried out with the help of chloroplast present in the cell. So algae can perform the photosynthesis because in the algae chloroplast is present. Example of algae is chlorella and Chlamydomonas. Very few species of algae are unicellular. Most of them are multicellular and visible with the naked eyes. So very few species of algae are unicellular. Most of the algae are multicellular and visible with the naked eyes. Fifth one is viruses. Size approximately 10 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Generally, viruses are not considered as a living organism, or they are said to be organisms at the age of living and non-living. So generally viruses are not considered as a living organisms, or they are said to be organisms at the age of living and non-living. They are studied under the microbiology. So the viruses basically studied under the microbiology. Microbiology means the science that deals with the study of microorganisms. So microbiology means the science that deals with the study of microorganisms. First one, viruses are extremely minute. Minute means very small. That is, they are 10 to 100 times smaller than bacteria and can be seen only with the electron microscope. So viruses we cannot see with the naked eyes. We can use the special electron microscope. Second one, they are found in the form of independent particles. Virus is a long molecule of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. So virus is a long molecule of DNA or RNA, ribonucleic acid covered by the protein coat. So virus is a long molecule of DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid is a self-replicating material which is present in nearly all living organisms as the main constituent of chromosomes, and it is the carrier of genetic information. So, and RNA is a ribonucleic acid, a nucleic acid present in all living cells. Its principal role is to act as a messenger carrying instruction from DNA for controlling the synthesis of proteins. So, viruses are found in the form of independent particles. Viruses is a long molecule of DNA or RNA covered by the protein coat. Viruses survive only in a living plant or animal cells and produce their own proteins with the help of host cell and create numerous replica. So viruses survive only in living plant or animal cells and produce their own proteins with the help of host cell and create their numerous replica. Then they destroy the host cell and become free. These free viruses again infect the new cells. Fourth one, viruses cause many diseases to plants and animals, and viruses cause many diseases to plants and animals. Next one is, do you know? human poliovirus, influenza virus, HIV AIDS virus, etc. Cattle, picorna virus, plants, tomato wilt virus, tobacco mosaic virus, etc. Bacteria, bacteriophage virus attacks on bacteria. So these all are the bacteria of human, cattle, plants and bacteria. So in this way the first lesson is complete. So in this first lesson we are basically study about the biodiversity and need of classification. Then we are studied about the Robert Whittaker's Whittaker classification consider the following these 5 criteria: complexity of cell structure, complexity of organisms, mode of nutrition, lifestyle, phylogenetic relationship. Then we are studied about the 5 kingdom system of classification. Then one by one we are studied about the kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi and their characteristics and examples. Then in this video we are basically study about the classification of microbes. Microorganisms classify into prokaryotics, eukaryotics. Prokaryotes classify into bacteria, eukaryotes classify into protista, fungi and algae. So yeah, and we are studying about the characteristics of bacteria, examples of bacteria, then protozoa, characteristics of protozoa and examples of protozoa, fungi, algae, viruses, and we are studying about the various viruses of human, cattle, plants and bacteria. So in this way first lesson is over, complete. If you have any doubts students, you can ask me any time. Thank you.